Hey, good morning, my friends, and welcome to this beautiful beach. It is Surfside, California, and this windy, turbulent, nasty, small craft gale force winds have left us here in Southern California. And as you can see, it's pristine and gorgeous, and now it's a sea of tranquility. It is absolutely beautiful. Good morning to you all. It is so great to be here with you. We're going to talk about the Royal Polaris on the way down the Baja Peninsula. They had some excellent yellowtail fishing. Not a lot. They were still dealing with that crummy weather, that windy weather, but now things are calming down in a hurry. In fact, from northern Baja all the way up here to SoCal and to the Channel Islands, we're going to get a real shot this time at maybe some bluefin tuna. We've got some albacore news. We're going to be talking the rockfish bite, halibut, white sea bass, so much more. Things are definitely looking great. And surf fishing should be picking up also because we've got a grunion run coming on the 6th. Starting tomorrow night, we'll have a grunion run here on Southern California beaches if you've never seen it. And if it does actually manifest itself, and they don't always show up wherever it is that you decide to go, but man, if you do, it's extraordinary. It's a great thing to show the kids, the family, and it's great for fishing also. You know what time it is, everybody. Oh my God. It's not only time for this glorious coffee, but it's time for the morning briefing. Good morning to you all. Hey, I hope you joined us last night for our live show. That show has been archived if you didn't. Brian Barber is an extraordinary human being, a really good guy, taking veterans, firefighters, police officers, and many others out on fishing trips. And those people who serve us and lay their lives on the line for us get to go for free with Brian. And he's a guy who suffered through some depression in his life. He served in the military as a Marine, Semper Fi. And man, I'll tell you, he is one heck of a human being. I'm so proud to have met him and had him on the show, and I know you'll enjoy it. That show is archived. Tonight, we're going to debut a brand new show that'll be live every Wednesday night. Right now, the name is At the Tackle Shop, but I've got a feeling somebody out there can come up with a better name than that. Actually, maybe that'll work because it's so descriptive. I don't want to fool anybody. I want you to know it's coming from the tackle shop. In this case, Island Fishing Tackle in Carson, California, with Sam De La Torre. Sam's got everything you would expect to find in a tackle shop. He can answer any tackle-related questions. I've got all the fishing covered for you. I mean, it should be great. You want to see something? We want to unbox a brand new reel. We'll be doing it every Wednesday night. So tune in tonight, 6 p.m. Sam De La Torre in At the Tackle Shop, principally because I couldn't come up with a better name than that. A couple of dates that I want to remind you about. April the 13th, of course, we're going to be at the Redondo Rod and Gun Club. They've got great raffle tickets. It's almost time to give away a beautiful Pen Fathom reel, $10 for a raffle ticket. And if you buy multiples, you get a discount. Also, on the 15th of April, we'll be at Santa Ana River Lakes, and that should be a lot of fun. Also, teaching kids how to fish from 8 in the morning till 2. There's a table set up there. Veterans can come by and have lunch for free at that event, courtesy of the Redondo Beach Rod and Gun Club. And if you buy one of those raffle tickets and you go trout fishing that day, you just show your raffle ticket and you get a free lunch. So, I mean, it's almost like a free raffle ticket to win that Pen Fathom, to win a couple of custom trout rods. It's a win-win-win deal. So I highly recommend you take advantage of it. If you'd like to get a raffle ticket right now, you can send us a text at that number. Just mention how many tickets you'd like or inquire about the tickets. We'll send you all the information, and then we could fill out your tickets, photograph it, and send it to you. You do not have to be present to win the raffle. All right, the 800 million pound elephant in the room is that gorgeous weather. It is going to allow us to fan out and cover a lot of stuff. The Royal Polaris heading down. You can see some of those yellows that he caught. Gorgeous fish down the Baja Peninsula. That bodes well for many boats because I'm thinking that maybe that yellowtail bite Colonet is ready to rock and roll again. We had some superior yellowtail fishing at Punta Colonet, which is 120 miles south of San Diego, right after St. Patrick's Day. And then we were cursed with just this crummy weather for so long. Now, however, we're going to have nice weather. At least you're going to see some really great rock fishing down there. Big lings and all kinds of other stuff inhabit the pinnacles and rocks around Collinet. It should be great for that, but I'm thinking that yo-yo iron yellowtail might get on the bite. If you're on a day and a half trip or longer and your destination is Collinet, you definitely want to have a reel with at least 40. I like 60 to yo-yo the iron with. Yo-yoing the iron is such a great way to take those yellows down there. It's pretty funny. Sometimes you'll hook a big yellow and other times you'll hook a ling or a big red or something like that. It's just a smorgasbord of different species of fish. But man, when those yellows are biting, it's exciting stuff. I'm thinking we've got a very good shot at that. Bluefin tuna, man, it's been out of the picture. And part of it's been this inclement weather. I know on the Pegasus, they glassed until their eyeballs wanted to fall out. And it was hazy, and it was choppy, and it was crummy. And they saw a couple of schools, uncooperative, 20 to 40 pound bluefin tuna. We'll see what happens. Spotter planes are going to get up this weekend again and take a look, so we should get a better picture of that. There's been fish down below Collinet, but they've been dealing with that crummy weather. It's not that bluefin don't bite in the crummy weather, but we just makes things more difficult to work in when you have that. Now we're going to have some really beautiful weather. Guys can get down there in that 140, 150 mile area, down below even San Martin Island in cases, and see if we can't come up with some bluefin. And maybe out to the west, where there was some fish seen, we'll see some fish here this weekend also. Albacore still being taken, and some of them on troll jigs. Tommy Holland brings us this info, and he says it bodes well for a SoCal episode. Tommy's pointing out that there's a nice edge that is pointing those fish in our direction right now. It's spring, things change. We'll have to see where we go from here. But right now we've got a lot of cool water around. What we need, and everybody seems to agree on this, is more anchovy. And a guy like Mike McDaniels, who runs the Sea Adventure 80, says, when I go out to the San Diego bait receiver and I see the wells all full of anchovy, I'm going on an exploratory albacore trip. That's our favorite feed. It makes sense. Waters do have to be a little bit on the cooler side. If we find that, I think we've got an excellent chance for that this year. And as I said, a little bit later, we'll be doing another albacore update. Coronado Islands is another venue that has been pretty difficult here lately. We have not seen very good fishing at the islands in terms of the yellowtail bite, but that could very well start going again with this gorgeous weather. We're seeing this springtime, beautiful weather at this gorgeous sunrise here in Surfside, California. Those yellows were deep also. You'll see those fish start to move up the water column as the water warms up here in the springtime. But right now those fish have been on the deep side, so it's yo-yo iron, and that is a jig that you sink deep and wind on fast with heavy line. Those fish have been 15 to 25 pounders, seen some evidence of them, but they have not been biting that well. Maybe this gorgeous weather is going to kick things into gear. I'm hoping that is definitely going to be the case. And one more time again, that San Francisco Bay halibut bite, I just need to throw that in because I'm going to talk halibut here locally. It has been really, really good up there in that neck of the wood. I think it's Pacific Anglers or Pacific Adventures, Sportfishing. I'll fix it when I get in and let you know. But man, they've been just walloping the halibut up there in that neck of the woods. It's been good. All right, the Pride is going here tonight out of 22nd Street Landing in beautiful San Pedro, California. So that should be really, really interesting. And hopefully they're going to come up with some more sea bass and halibut. They had 2 for 4 on the WSBs. They also had some good halibut fishing on their last trip. That magnet that is still present, squid, cooler water, they love it. Market squid love that cool water, and we've seen that squid from the Channel Islands down here to Catalina, out to Clemente, Santa Barbara. We've had it on the coast. It's just a magnet that sets up for some great halibut, sea bass, and yellowtail, and God knows what other predators could move in on those tubes. And now you get some weather to work in, and it's game on. You definitely want to have some heavy string on those trips. You want to have your 25 pound also, even 20, but you want to have 40, 60 just in case. And you know, no matter where you go on a nice weather day like this, good morning. No matter where you go on a nice weather day like this, you could run into some bluefin tuna. So that is really something extraordinary here in SoCal. The bluefin bite last year at this time was going fairly strong. We were much warmer in our water temperatures, however, and I've got to think that has something to do with it. The dogs are finding grunion already this morning, barking away down here. A lot of people are just out walking along the beach here early this morning. They're saying, hallelujah. Yep, for Easter, and also because it's just a beautiful morning here. By the way, happy Passover to all of our Jewish brothers and sisters. I hope this is a very special day for each and every one of you. Along the coastal regions, again, as I said, rockfish, and many boats will be focusing on rockfish. They're able to look for that surface bite, and if they don't find it, they can fish the rockfish. But Marcus Fain was out with his father-in-law. This was before all of the wind, and they were on board the Spitfire, and they had some absolutely tremendous fishing. How does it get any better than that? Great eating fish, lots of them, nice quality, and I'm hoping to see a lot of that. Monte Carlo, Pursuit, boats out of Marina del Rey. The Channel Islands should be just all fired up here this weekend after they've been battered by those winds. They're going to have some great fishing, I'm sure, and then also down to San Diego, all the landings, Dana Wharf, Oceanside, everybody should be getting in on that. Hey, Dave Dodge, I should say Captain Dave Dodge, he's a great guy and a dear friend of mine, catching 2 sand bass at the same time. Dave was fishing with Terry Lovelace, who's just the man when it comes to fishing structure bass, and that looks pretty darn cool, doesn't it? Nice going, nice quality, and a couple at the same time. Hard to beat that, that is for sure. All right, my friends, don't forget, we have sent so many items down to Mexico. We still really need your help. We're way behind in our fundraising. I kind of got the horse before the cart in this whole thing and collected all the stuff and stored it for a year and shipped it, and then the bill came due on the shipping, and we're way behind. So if you could help us with any donation at all, we have a GoFundMe page. You can find it on Friedman Adventures Facebook page, and anything you could do would be deeply appreciated. Don't forget, Patreon members are the life's blood of Friedman Adventures, and right there is the QR code. You can scan it with your phone right now and become a member. If you do, and it's as little as $5 a month, you'll help us to produce way more content. And after all, that's what we aim to do, especially shows like tonight when we kick off at the tackle shop. Unless you can put up a better name in comments, and I'm pretty sure somebody can come up with a better name than that, because the Friedman Adventure family is so great. Become a Patreon member today. Don't miss the Patreon parties. Don't miss the Patreon benefits. We had all kinds of free tickets to the Fred Hall show, tackle, all kinds of great stuff at our parties, and we are going to continue to do that. So keep that in mind, my friends. What else? Oh, April the 13th. Don't forget that. We'll see you at the Redondo Beach Rod and Gun Club. Danny Cadota doing a live show. Bill Wilkerson from the Horizon putting on a great presentation. And then we'll live stream all of that. There's a great meal there. And then April the 15th, Santa Ana River Lakes. For more details on that or the raffle, just send us a text right now. You can put in the subject bar, I want info on the day at Santa Ana River Lakes, and I want to get some raffle tickets. We'll take good care of you. All right, my friends, have a great morning. Man, I'm telling you, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Somebody should be surf fishing right now. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to let you hold me to it. I'm going to have a rod and a rod holder behind me, and I'm going to try to catch a nice big fat yellowfin croaker, spotfin croaker, something like that. I might have to take a little break from the morning briefing, but I'm fishing tomorrow morning. Take care, my friends. Always good to be here with you all, and I hope to see you really soon.